privileged today to be at Iowa State University at the Turfgrass Research Farm with Adam Thoms, Extension Turfgrass Specialist. We are working on the project to renovate the grounds in the courtyard between Keim and Plant Science Hall. We were thinking about just going with traditional turf type tall fescue, but we're thinking there's got to be other things to go on. And so I found out about Dr. Thoms' work and how they're working with the fine fescues, which we normally wouldn't recommend. And they have an ideal location here in Ames where they've got heavy shade, heavy tree shade, which we have in the courtyard. And so we're going to have a conversation with Adam about what maybe he would think as an expert should we plant in the courtyard at the University of Nebraska, Lincoln. Adam, tell us a little bit about this trial and what's going on and why you developed it the way you did.
It's the National Turfgrass Evaluation Program, the shade trial. So it's an ancillary program. And so one of the things that they want is competition for light, obviously with trees. So this is our shade trial, and Dr. Isles, our department head, is been studying shade tree cultivars at the site for several years. And so we have good mature trees here, and he allowed us some space to have that competition for light between trees and shade, something that oftentimes turf loses out on. And so we looked at planning this fine fescue NTEP trial here.
What an ideal opportunity for us to come look at this trial and have you share the information that you have on what might be the best bet for our installation at Nebraska. So if you had to make a choice today, and you've got 2 years worth of really good data, what would you think would be in a shaded area, very typical of this, similar species of trees? What would you recommend, Adam?
Well, I would look at the fine fescues for sure. They've done really well for us. I really like the creeping fine fescues. I think that they kind of recover from damage, fill back in nicely if you had some damage that happened. And they've done really well in this environment.
I love hearing that information because we've rarely recommended the fine fescues, but now we have the data to back it, so we have data-driven information to make sure that we put in the right species that'll do the best in our very showy installation at the University of Nebraska, Lincoln. So thank you so much for sharing your expertise and the data with us, and we look forward to the end result when we renovate in the next couple of weeks on campus. Thanks again for the opportunity.
Yeah, thanks for coming to visit.